Yeah. Whoa.
Hey. Whoa. Whoa, rotation.
Hey.
Whoa.
It's the program.
It is Monday. This is Monday Dan here with two other guests. This would be Luke and Elva.
Hi.
Yeah, Duckhugger, Luke and Duckhugger remember from the before. You guys haven't been here in a while.
Yeah.
When's the last time you were on the program?
I don't know. It's been a while.
1983?
Oh.
Probably not.
Well, Freddie's calling us immediately.
When's the last time you were on the program, Luke?
God,
well,
it seems like last week or something.
We just started, Freddie. I haven't even plugged it in yet.
What?
Freddie's on the phone already.
Hey, Freddie.
Oh, can we hear
What's
him?
up?
He can hear us. Yeah, we just started, so we're getting some introductions going again. Reintroductions, you know.
Is that, can we plugged in now?
Yeah, there you are. We can hear you.
Cool. Well, congratulations on starting the show successfully. Yeah, I just thought I'd call, say happy Sea Week brought to you by Sam Miller, I guess.
That's right. It's Sea Week this week.
Sea Week.
Sea,
as
like
in the ocean?
As in the ocean.
Oh, I thought you meant like the letter, like we're doing a sort of Sesame Street thing on the show or
yeah,
something.
that might be. I think that's a good idea for the future, though.
Yeah, A-Week.
Yeah.
Sea Week.
Well, after we stretch out the themes, we'll get into the weird, obscure themes. Where I'm waiting for that to happen. We still have only been doing weeks for a few months now, so we're still doing like major themes. But eventually, we'll get into the detail weird themes.
I want to be in Q week.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we do a C week as the letter, we'll probably have to do all the letters.
Yeah, but I don't think we shouldn't do them in order. We'll just pick random letters and then
just random.
I want to be on X week.
Yeah, we'll try to figure that out.
Like,
I mean,
that's like
not
letters
gonna
from
be
other languages and stuff too. Like you could do like a do week.
Yeah.
A two week.
Yeah. There's only 52 weeks a year, so that's not really too many. I think. 52.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that many at all.
What you could do is you do all the letters of the alphabet, and then you do the double letters. So double A, double B, double C, double D.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that. I think if I come up with
Could do like
that's a lot of weeks even just with 24 letters.
Yeah.
Well, you would do them all in a year because there are 26 letters in the alphabet, and there are 52
I think
weeks
that's
in a year.
Yeah. I think we'll
think about all the holidays and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of other things to cover before we get into that stuff. That's going to be way down the road.
Hey, like the Scandinavian, like A with
for
a
the
little
week of my
circle on top
birthday,
of it.
for the week of my birthday, can we have Dan week?
Sure. When's that? Let's get the.
My birthday's Sunday the 23rd.
There's the calendar. Oh, really? Well, we might already have.
Oh, I don't know.
Theme for that you might already have. Yeah.
In March?
Yeah.
No, it's
That's already something else week.
It's game week. Your birthday was actually yesterday for the viewers, but next week is game week, which is a pretty fun birthday week, I think, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Game
week.
Meow. I can still hear that cat meowing and trying to get in.
Oh.
Meow.
Yeah.
Well, Freddie, we got you. How's the production end going, I guess, while we're starting up?
It's going good. I'm actually got everything captured as of now, up until today's episode that's going, so I'm working on getting all those titled and putting messages on and stuff, and start the export thing up with the air. And everything is going pretty good, I think. I got to work on the new background tape.
Yeah, I think so, because we're changing seasons soon. I think we should try to do it sooner than later. That we're going to be moving into the spring season.
Yeah, and I was even thinking, I had this idea the other day about making the background tapes useful for the Friday night episodes, or the first Friday of the month episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So on every background tape having like a couple Dance O Dance titles, and then, or like a couple like maybe band type things titles, and then like Timeout Dance O Dance 2, or I don't know exactly, maybe just like.
That would be fun, I think.
Be helpful.
We have to get a really long tape, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted to add some things to info time, and I guess that's one thing on the production end.
Koa?
Like add part about Koa. Yeah, add Koa, and then let's see, what were the other things? I wrote a couple things down today. Oh yeah, mention that we record and broadcast on holidays and weekends, and then maybe even say something about what has been going since September 19th, 2010, so that people.
I think I think we should probably reword the whole thing.
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
a contest to see who can reword it the best.
Yeah. We're starting that contest. If you guys think you can reword info time better than anybody else, or if, I don't want to exclude anybody either. I bet if you do it, you'll probably be the only one who does. So if you want to write info time, just call that number up there, and I bet you'll be the only contestant. If anybody at all participates, which I doubt, then...
I would like to reword it. I think I could say the same thing in fewer words.
Well, more words. I think fewer.
More words. More words.
More words. Yeah.
Just like
how many
an epic.
Would we want
epic round?
Would we want
The
info
most-
time more complicated?
The most amount of
said?
words with the least amount of information.
Yeah.
That's the.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the goal?
Just the most confounding, rambling.
Oh, I
just
can
non-words.
totally
It
do
should
that.
be non-words,
Yeah.
full of non-words and gibberish, and like
I
Yeah,
would use science.
Okay.
the program is rumpled with the stumble and grumple.
Science.
Science!
All right. All right. Well, hey, thanks, Freddie. Have anything else that you wanted to say today?
Oh, I guess, yeah, I had one more thing. Last night I got back from Seattle, playing up in Seattle, and got home right at 2, and I watched the entire episode from last year, and a couple things happened. One was that, did you notice today was kind of particularly a windy day? Did anyone notice that? It was very windy.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, it was windy. Yeah, when I left work this morning, and it was like really windy.
Yeah. It's very sunny, but the wind is keeping it cold. And then last year on the episode, everyone was talking about the same thing, that it was...
Whoa.
Yeah, well.
So the 17th, March 17th might just be like a annually windy day. Maybe. So I guess I got to go back further, and maybe we'll find out next year too if it remains the same. But it was very windy today, very windy last year on the same day. And so yeah, that was that.
Was it sunny today? I slept through all that.
It was sunny and windy. Whoa. What is...
Whoa, the cat is like totally climbing up the door.
Wait, is the cat there? Is the cat there again?
The cat wants to come in here, but...
Is that Phil?
Yes, the cat is climbing up the screen.
Cat
It's
in.
yowling.
They have we have some. They have allergies.
It fell.
Oh no,
Oh.
cat.
Dude, it's so good. It may be bad for allergies, but it's great for the ratings.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know. I love cats. They're adorable. I'm worried that I would like. I suppose we could let it in, if it's so desperate.
I
I didn't
would-
realize
I
how
wanted to be-
desperate it was.
I'm not being totally serious.
I would want
gotta-
to pet the cat and.
But I do
give the
love
cat
cats.
attention and
I'm like I have such allergies and such love.
That's a hard corner, yeah. for
It's
it.
a hard thing to. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I just know.
Yeah, an allergist. You'll go to the allergist and he will do a test strip on each arm to see what you're allergic to. And then
Oh, I
he'll
know
give
I'm
you a little
allergic to
shot.
cats. It's a total it's like I'll get teary-eyed and red-faced and
Yeah.
just sneezing and
Yeah.
there's no need to test it.
It used to be, well, no, they determine it. The doctor has to see it and determine it, and then they give you shots, and you have tiny amounts of the allergen.
Lots
put
of
in your
shots.
bloodstream. And you don't really experience any allergic effects, but your body gets used to its continuous presence.
I would get used to cats every now and again. I remember when I was visiting a lot of friends who had cats. I would after a while acclimate myself a bit. I would still be allergic. I'd still be horribly allergic, but it's my allergies would take longer to kick in. So.
Mine just went away one group of 5 years or so. It just faded away. I used to be really allergic to cats as a kid, puffy eyes, runny face, everything, I hated that stuff. But yeah, I got older and things changed, and now I can handle a cat much longer, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
It was wild. 1 year, about 20 years ago, I'm riding on a bus, and all of a sudden I start sneezing, my eyes start watering, and I got a super runny nose. I had this allergic attack, and it turns out to be alder. And every year, ever since, my allergic thing for about 2 weeks or so during the alder pollen,
Oh, nice.
my allergic response has gotten less and less and less and less and less and less.
It's time for the dice game. You
Oh,
still there,
wow.
Freddie?
Just a pen.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna pick the same number. I've been trying to, and I want you to know that I'm not just trying to pick the same number every week. Every time I really try to change the future really hard. I'm imagining 6.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna open up this thing. I got this thing going now. I got to do this. I gotta prepare for this maybe, but yeah, I got a number already. Here we go. I got this sound thing now.
Okay.
So we gotta find the camera too.
Oh yeah, drum roll, drum roll.
Yeah.
Get sleepless in
Wait,
Seattle.
yeah,
out of
don't
the
roll.
way.
Yeah, hold on, Dan. Okay, we gotta set this up still. Or Dan. No, I got this. Here it goes. Okay. All right, here we go.
I won. 6. Look.
Oh yeah, you won. Freddie,
yeah.
got 500 points. I got a 4. I lost. Luke has a 2, but that's only you guys are in the lead right now. But there's no.
Yeah, I had a 6.
I have a 6 too.
Yeah. So, Freddie and Duckhugger, 500 points. So you guys are in the lead right now. But there's still 2,500 points to go at a possible 3,000 points.
There's a good chance that I won't win this time.
Well, there's a good chance that anybody can come back too. So we'll see how it goes. That's only the first round of the dice game.
Yeah, great deal, great deal.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Cool.
It's sea week, so we're doing that. Did you guys see? Have you ever been into the sea, like
Diving, like scuba diving?
yeah?
I've never been scuba diving, but I always like had fantasies about like living underwater, like being a sea like mermaid or something, or some sort of creature under the sea. Like I used to look at those like undersea ocean books.
A home, and it would be a big dome, and you'd have.
Or you could just be underwater and you'd be able to
dome,
live.
and you'd walk around in this home under the sea, and there'd be like an elevator going up to the top, and you'd have a little boat and stuff that you could live. And
I just wanted to breathe underwater. I wanted to be a magical creature. I wanted to be some sort of magical something that just like lived underwater, and I'd like look through the like the world of oceans or some book like that, and I just like look at all the pictures, being like, I want to.
Be cool. Have you ever had a dream where you could breathe underwater in the dream?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Freddie did?
I have a lot of flying dreams. I have more flying dreams.
I recently had a dream where I was shipwrecked. The ship like was all imbalanced, and I was on a boat, and it like went underwater, and everyone was freaking out. But I could breathe underwater, and there was a bunch of people like trying to rescue us, but I could just breathe underwater, and it was fine. I wasn't even worried.
Amazing.
Whoa, wow,
I've never had a breathing underwater dream.
I'm trying to think whether I have or not. I mean, I've had a lot of dreams, but I forget a lot of dreams sometimes. It's not standing out to me. I have a lot more flying dreams, though. Like, I remember a lot of flying dreams.
How about, have you ever been on a place where you can't see land anymore when you're going out to sea, like on a boat? Anybody? No? Me neither.
Fishing boat.
I don't think so. I've been out on many boats, but I don't think I've ever lost sight of land.
Oh yeah, no. I've been out on a boat. Like, I took a boat from, where was that? It was a boat from Miyazaki, Japan to Kyoto, Japan. Overnight, and so it was like kind of like way out in the ocean.
Oh yeah, it's like you took
Looking out,
pictures
I
of that.
couldn't
trip.
really. Yeah, there's a video of something that I took when I was out there, and it was like I couldn't see anything out there. There's no land in sight.
They had one of those beer vending machines on that ship or something.
Oh yeah, and then gambling machines and other things.
Yeah.
This little restaurant thing that I ate at before everybody was supposed to go to bed, and I could never get asleep.
They have vending machines on the ship?
Yeah, on the ship.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Even on the ships.
Like, what was in the vending machines? What did it dispense?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. There's different ones, and they had different things, like drinks and stuff, and food, and things like that.
Yeah, Japanese vending machines have all kinds of interesting items.
I like the fact that Japanese vending machines have unsweetened, like green tea in cans and stuff, or like in it's like I like the fact that there's unsweetened drinks. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like
that'd be nice.
American vending machines suck
I've-
because you go to them and it's all like sugary, sweetened,
Yeah.
like carbonated BS. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
I've heard
Yeah,
that
maybe one alternative at least.
there will be
Yeah, no,
vending
we need-
machines where you can get non-food items like
Oh yeah.
Pants.
like what?
Pants, toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just weird, odd things, interesting
Mm.
things.
But I don't know. I just yeah, it's like in America, like you put tea in there and it has to be like that gross sweetened stuff,
Yeah.
or like it has some sort of I don't know carbonation for some stupid reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Like everything has to have carbonation. Everything has to be cold. Everything has to,
Yeah.
or like maybe hot coffee or something.
Well, we've been
with
cultured
sugar.
to think in terms of Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
Coke and Pepsi. It's got to be sweet. It's got to be fizzy.
I miss my unsweetened green tea from the vending machine. I used to buy it all the time when I was over in Japan.
I would buy that. Put it in the store, people. Call your vending machine representative, people. You can call them. There's that number on the thing, on the vending machine.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Evergreen vending service or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the neatest vending machines I ever saw was one that actually made orange juice and from the oranges.
Yeah.
Oh,
You turn it on and it rolls down some oranges and it squeezes them and out comes the orange juice. That was cool.
Whoa. All right. Well,
Wow. Wow, you watched it squeeze them?
Yeah.
Huh.
all right.
Huh.
Well, you
Oh.
see, yeah, Freddie.
I'm gonna move on, you guys. Nice to talk with you. Have a good program.
Thank you.
Happy
Have a good one.
Patrick's Day in real life.
Oh yeah, for us.
Okay. Have a good one.
Happy Santa Patramble's
Yeah.
Day.
You bet. Bye.
There it goes.
Bye.
I'm looking at the thing. We got no messages actually. A couple missed calls though. If you guys call, you can leave a message. Maybe that was confusing to people, but they called. Looks like while the show was happening.
Yeah, well, I tried to send you messages, but I had no bars. I had my cell phone wouldn't,
Mhm.
and this happened before, and I forget, right? Because I'll send a text, and I think that it went, but it fails. So it's kind of weird.
You seen anything on the streets, Dan, in the last week here?
I saw an injured frog yesterday.
What?
See, at first he said frog when we were in the car. We were talking about this, and he said frog, and I was like, "Ah, frogs are cute." And then he says this injured frog. I'm like, "Oh," because before that, Luke was talking about how he saw something even grosser.
Yeah, someone stepped on him, and so he was injured. and-
How do you know that was the case? It was like a little squished, like partially, or?
Yeah.
Oh no, what was it doing?
It was just laying there. I'm like, I saw it there, and it's bright green.
Uh-huh.
And
Was it today?
Easy to, no, yesterday.
Okay, because I mean.
Yeah, because I was helping these guys move to their new apartment yesterday, and I didn't end up having to work today, so I ended up coming out.
Yep.
And I got my daughter moved to her new place.
Okay.
She's unhappy with it, and I expect she's going to come and visit. Impromptu visits often.
What's with the frog though? You're just walking around. You saw the frog on the ground.
Yeah, I was carrying stuff, and I looked down, and ooh, there's a frog.
Uh-huh.
And like I reached down to like touch it or get close to it because I figured it's gonna hop out of the way because I'm thinking, oh, froggy, you're gonna get stepped on. Well, too late.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of picked it up by the legs and put it off the way so he could, I don't know, die in peace. I
Didn't put
guess.
out his misery or anything.
I wanted to. I thought about it.
Uh-huh.
It's a hard thing to do, you know. Just
Yeah.
gonna kill it to kill it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. You're just killing it. So that kind of. I should have though because I would rather it not suffer.
Yeah, I felt sad once because I had a frog, like, it somehow out of nowhere just, like, it wound up, like, it had jumped off of something and it wound up on my, like, windshield. And it didn't splat, but it was, like, just, like, hanging on there. And I was just, like, driving with this on my windshield, and I'm, like, on the middle of, like, the, like, really fast road, and I'm like, I can't pull over here. There's no way to pull over. I'm like, just ahead. I can go, and I'll pull over, and I'll get the frog off my car. And like right as I'm getting right to the area where I'm going to pull over, the frog like jumps right off my windshield. And I'm like, ah.
While
Well,
you were still moving
I'm
quickly?
like, I hope,
Oh no.
I hope, like, wish you the best, frog. I hope you, but I mean, where it's going, like, yeah, it's
No,
like
How fast
info
were you going?
time.
pretty fast. So.
Here are some answers to some frequently asked questions about the program you're watching right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in television show that's filmed right here in Thurston County every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It airs every night, 11:30 on TCTV channel 22. Episode the week it was taped you were watching is at 11:30. The episode of the same weekday of the previous week. If you're watching at 2 a.m., it's the episode from the same day of the month of the previous year. You can watch any episode of the program on YouTube. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. Your Daily Hour with Me relies on community for the content, so call us at 360-836 4384 and leave a message, and we'll call you back while we're on the program. So now, back to the program. I missed a few things.
I was reading a different line than you, I think.
Yeah. Well, I can't do I can't seem to get the phone number right. I haven't memorized the phone number. I've got the prefix.
It's right there. 836-4384.
Yeah, and
Memorize it now.
I will jump up 3 lines because I will get part of it, and then I'll go to the next line and get part of that. And by that time, it's raced ahead, and I need to read the upper lines.
We have more than one number now. Yeah, the other number, you probably
More
still
than
have the 330 number if you had it from before, like, December, I think.
Atland.
That is the new number. That's the one that's on the screen right now, look.
Sweet.
I wanted to know some science stuff about the seas. I don't know if it counts as science stuff now, but are oceans seas? Do they count as the sea? Because you know that they have like the Black Sea
Yeah.
and stuff, and then they have the Atlantic Ocean. So it's like there's like
The
seas.
Sea of
but then
Japan, the
seas,
Indian
like-
Ocean, the Antarctic Ocean, the Sea of Galilee.
Sea's more of like a cordoned off space of the water, whereas like oceans, like the big open
Yeah,
everything.
that's what it seems like. But people say
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm gonna go to the sea or something, but you can still say that maybe about the ocean, but it's
think-
not really. Yeah.
In common speech, people mix things up, but I think there is a distinction between sea and ocean and all those things.
Well,
They're-
see, Hudson's Bay
Yeah.
should be a sea. It's
I'm-
big enough.
I mean, it's like people like will say like to hop across the pond.
Yeah.
To go
over the
like,
ocean,
you know.
yeah.
I think
Where
the
it's like-
2 words are mostly interchangeable, and I think at some point this part of the ocean is referred to as the sea.
Well, I think the reason it's called the sea though is because it's cordoned off into
Yeah.
a small area. It's like between land and a certain. It may be a part of, like it may be the water's flowing from the larger body, but it's like it's cordoned off to a degree and isolated, so it's the
Yeah,
sea.
there's the
Whereas,
Mediterranean Ocean, Mediterranean Sea,
There's the Mediterranean. There's no Mediterranean Ocean though. There's only
Mediterranean Sea.
there's
I
only
think of
4
the
oceans.
Indian Ocean, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like there's India here and Africa over there.
Well, India and Africa are huge land masses though, and it's a little bit
Yeah.
different.
I think there's only 4 oceans
Well,
and
it's just-
a lot of seas though. I think it's only Indian, Arctic, and Pacific and Atlantic, right? And that's the only oceans, and everything else is got to be seas.
Well, there's the Arctic Ocean,
Yeah.
and
There's only
Pacific,
4. There's only
Atlantic.
4.
Only 4?
Yeah, the Indian, Arctic, Atlantic, and the Pacific, I think, and then everything else is
Yeah.
other, not oceans or other things.
Yeah, the ocean's
The
like
seas.
the big bodies of
Yeah.
water,
Yeah.
the big major things.
The big.
I mean, technically all the water flows into each other in a way anyway.
Yeah.
It's like a cycle. It's not like it's.
Yeah. See, if we had like,
They should be
if we had
seas,
Ocean Week,
right?
it would be different. I think that we're having Sea Week. It feels like more maybe like mystical or something, instead of oceans.
Well, Hudson Bay is a bay,
But it's part of the. But bay's going to the ocean too. Yeah, I don't know.
but it's like.
It's like where
It's
does
a
the bay
part of
stop?
the-
I guess when like there's like a
Yeah.
line from the land, the 2 like most
think-
far out land points, and then there's like an imaginary line, and then after that it's the ocean instead of the.
I think when you're in the middle of the ocean, you're
Yeah.
no longer in the bay.
Yeah.
Well, life did not begin in the sea. It began near the sea,
Yeah.
in brackish, volcanic, acidic, foul, nasty areas.
Hmm.
When life began, there was no oxygen around the world. It was all hydrogen and sulfur dioxide and very, very harsh atmosphere. And even after life began, the atmosphere didn't turn oxygenated for quite some time. And it wasn't until some little bacteria had a little mutation, and it could harness whatever gases, carbon dioxide, which was the main one, and the resulting byproduct was oxygen. And then it was successful, and it had 2 kids, and they had each 2 kids, and they had 2 kids, and they had 2 kids, and they had 2 kids. And then the earth got filled up with all their kids.
Are you sure it was just 2 kids, or was it like an explosion?
Yeah, didn't they have like
babies?
a bazillion
Yeah.
in their bacteria?
Well, bacteria, they'll split in 2.
Oh, okay.
So you've got the parent, and then you've got 2 daughter cells. And then when they split, you've got 2 more daughter cells. So you get 2, and then 4.
But isn't one
and
of
then
them
8?
Maybe isn't when they split? Isn't one of them
16.
still the first one? Or is there?
Yeah, but which one?
Yeah. All right.
Which?
always.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, can I eat some pistachios?
Yeah. For $1.
Where's
For
your
$1.
dollar?
I'm selling these pistachios for profit. Well, have you guys seen anything? You seen anything in the streets since you were here last? I guess it's been months for Duckhugger.
Oh, on
Street
the
stuff?
streets.
Yeah, there
I
should have
know.
been like tons of things you saw on the streets there between now and last time you were here. Yeah.
Well, Luke
saw
got
there's-
it. Yeah. Luke got his appendix or something, right? I want to hear about that
Appendix.
too. Yeah.
I haven't seen it though.
The actual organ.
No, I didn't see it.
Are
I
you
saw
gonna see
a
it
mess
eventually?
of deer
Yeah.
on Evergreen Parkway, and that was the right before Luke had to go in and get his appendix removed
Yeah.
because
Deer.
I usually do my radio show tonight, but I'm not doing it tonight because we're moving like crazy, and it takes me hours to get a radio show together, and I can't do it this time because I'm moving. So that's why I'm able to be here. But
Okay.
because this is just an hour little jaunt.
Yeah.
And then I'm back to moving again. But last week after the radio show, Luke and I were going to go out and get some groceries. So we went out, and there was along Evergreen Parkway, there was like way more deer than usual. Like usually I see like maybe 2 or 3, or maybe 4. This time it was like there was like gobs of them.
12 or something.
Yeah, like 12, like
Whoa.
totally over 10. Like they're just all over the place. They're like on the corner. There's like a little baby deer, a little big deer.
It's the
Deer,
the
deer,
spring,
deer,
maybe.
deer,
Is
deer,
that
deer. Yeah, just deer everywhere. They're just, they're
coming
having a
out.
party.
Also, one bicycle.
Oh, but yeah, the bicycle. I was like, you're not fooling me. You're not a deer.
Were they were close to the deer? The bicycle.
The bicycle was not being ridden. It was just locked
It was
up
parked on the side, so
It was
just
locked up against a pole. Yeah. So.
It was standing there. It was trying to act like it was a deer, but I didn't.
You could tell.
It
The
didn't
bicycle's,
convince
like,
me.
grazing
No.
and stuff.
Mm-mm.
Doing all kinds of deer stuff.
There's a distinct
You
difference
can-
between deer horns and handlebars.
I wonder if the deer have a sense that it's deer season, it's hunting season, and so they come in towards the cities, into populated areas
Or
to try and get away
towards
from
the
being
hippies
shot.
at Evergreen.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're not going to eat them. I wonder about that. Does anyone know if it's deer season right now?
I don't know, but
don't know
I
when
just
that
know
is.
there's like a really big kind of contingent of deer that live around Evergreen. It's
Yeah.
like they're every day I drive by and I'll always see them.
There's a
So,
lot of woods out there.
yeah, it's nice. Wildlife. I like deer.
How?
Oh dear.
I want to hear about this whole appendix thing. Luke.
Oh yeah, Luke's appendix.
It was an appendix kind of day that night. We was coming back from the store, going back to the house, and I started feeling the pain gradually increase in my gut. So I turns over to Elva here, and I say, I hope this isn't going to be one of my gut attacks, because that's what I have. Like once every 2 years to 6 months, I have what I call a gut attack, and that's like when I get real bad crampy pain in my gut that lasts for 6 to 8 hours, and then it goes away.
Whoa, maybe that's your appendix.
Right.
Yeah, he was
Right.
making howling noises all night long. every now and again I was wondering, wait, what was that from? Was Luke?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It's like I'm vocal about it.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot, a fucking lot.
Was it a similar? Oh,
Halfway through the program show.
Yeah.
Is the pain sharp, dull, pressure,
Nice.
throbbing?
Was it-
Describe
but
exactly
is
the
it the
pain.
same? Was it the same as when you got your gut thing too, though?
Yep, it's the same.
So maybe you're not gonna ever get it again. Maybe after the appendix is gone.
Did we leave this one?
That
Did
would
you-
be
Oh,
nice.
it was a
Did you ever
sex
tell
one.
anybody about that, like the doctors and stuff?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And they didn't.
Two of them?
Yeah, 2 and then
Here.
an extra.
You want to hold the camera? Maybe they said it was
Okay, it's gotta do
The
I never-
first time I had this, they said it was alcohol
Let me use the
poisoning
gross count.
and gastritis.
It's still rolling.
Oh, it's gonna roll forever. You're gonna roll. Oh, they got
It waits for you.
Oh, okay. 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
You won one.
I got a
Luke?
2.
I won 1 too.
Looks like everybody has 500 points,
Yeah.
including
yeah.
Freddie, except for me.
Kenny,
You lost your lead.
you lost out.
Yeah, but I still have a chance to come back. There's still 1,500 out of a possible 3,000 points to go.
Yeah.
Did they never mention your appendix back
well,
then?
no. It's like the first time this happened, they said it was alcohol poisoning and gastritis.
At the same time?
Yeah, because I had been drinking the night before at a party. So they said,
Well, that doesn't make sense because you don't really drink that much.
no, I don't. I mean, that's like maybe it was because I didn't drink that much that I was more susceptible to the effects of alcohol and became alcohol poisoned. I did get rather drunk that night. That's
Oh,
for
you
sure.
did? Okay.
Over at Christine's house out in Eatonville. But it was diagnosed as that the very first time, and then I had it again and again, and I told my doctor about it, and I said, we don't know what it is. Let's get a colonoscopy and take a look. And colonoscopy revealed nothing particular except for a little polyp they cut out.
Ooh.
And that didn't explain my gut problem, no. So they said, well, we're going to call it IBS, which is like a coverall statement for
Yeah.
whatever you got that's bothering you, you know? So IBS then, whatever. But I just learned not to go to the emergency room every time it happened because it would always go away after 6 to 8 hours.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to pay, money for emergency room to tell me that there's nothing they can do and I can just have to stick it out for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
I can do that at home for free. So this time it happened, and it stuck around for more than 8 hours and was slightly more intense. So I said, I am going to the emergency room this time. So I called up Robert Cam, and he came to fetch me to take me to the ER. And in the car on the way, he tells me the stories about he used to get those gut attacks too, at least 2 of them, and it was his appendix,
Ooh.
and he had it removed. So anyway, it turns out that when I went to the emergency room, they did a bunch of tests, including a CAT scan on me, and determined it was my appendix. And the surgeon came in and said, yeah, we're going to take that out tonight.
Whoa.
I said, okay. You know, you see, I wasn't that nervous about the surgery or anything because I was on narcotics for the pain.
Ah.
So I was like, yeah, okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Take it out. Especially when I heard that the operation was going to be of one of those minimally invasive kinds where they don't actually open you up in a conventional...
They send robots inside of you.
Whoa.
Yeah. Robots on the end of, sneaky...
Maybe they got the nanobots in you now, though.
Yeah.
After that.
So they took it out. I woke up and in the hospital room upstairs. They put me up there, and nurses took good care of me. Explained that I was going to have this sensation like I had to pee a lot, but didn't actually have to pee a lot because that's a side effect of the sedation drug I was under.
Whoa.
And I said, well, that's a
That
bummer.
seemed uncomfortable, yeah.
I hate that. So I really had a hard time trying to pee for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah. But eventually I got it, and they gave me some more painkillers, and they sent me home with a prescription for painkillers. And when I got home and I started taking the painkillers, I noticed that the best thing about them was they put me to sleep.
Hmm.
I said, "This is a great." I go to get these stupid, anti-insomnia,
Yeah.
specific drugs, that don't put me to sleep. But this painkiller seemed to do the
Well,
job.
look out for that stuff, though.
Yeah, you get addicted to that
Yeah,
if you do it too much.
That's what happens after lots of people do the surgery and they find that they like it, and then they get addicted to it.
Yeah, I didn't take many of those pills. I just said,
It's
when I
false.
want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a false sleep anyway.
So describe the kind of pain that you had, and was it localized? Was it specific? Just describe
Maybe
it.
for the viewers, if they can, yeah.
It was a dull, not a sharp, but rather within like 6 inches of resolution. You could tell where it was within 6 inches.
Didn't they find out that the appendix actually was doing something? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Mr. Science, tell us.
Yeah. The appendix is actually a repository where small cultures of all the beneficial bacteria that live in our intestines, that's where they live. And whenever we get sick, we get really bad diarrhea or anything, and there's a major die-off in our intestines, the appendix reseeds the intestines with the beneficial bacteria, reseeds it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that means I should go out and buy a lot of probiotics to make up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing is you have an appendicitis is when that little opening that really is a one-way valve to let the good symbiotic bacteria into the intestine, a single evil bacteria will get in there, and it will find a place to live, and it will take over, and that's what the inflaming is. And you have a little bit of an immune system that blocks it and fights it. And thus the itis, it gets red and swollen and all that, and that's the pain. But yeah, those are warning
But
signs.
for a week or two before this happened, I was considering treating myself with big doses of probiotic anyway. Now, had I done it, I might have had this off.
Maybe, maybe.
Damn.
But given the fact that you had 2 or more bouts of this intense pain, says that something was wrong and something was not functioning right, and evil little bacteria got in there and started doing damage.
Yeah, well, one of the doctors I had that I went to this, and talked about this problem with, prescribed probiotics to me.
Yeah.
As just one of those things that might work.
Yeah.
And so I started taking it, but I stopped after a while, and I guess I should have just kept on taking it instead of stopping.
Well, don't shit on yourself too much, because you can't know. I mean, maybe it would have helped, maybe not, and there's no way of knowing for sure. That's the world of the unknown. That decision, the universe split, and another you in another universe took the probiotics, and then it split again, and one of those it helped, and the other one didn't make any difference. That's how it went down. There are another 3 universes with Luke
But
in them.
this universe, ouch, it hurt.
And only one of them, you don't have a scar.
Yeah.
But the other 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad or something.
Is that yogurt? Is that what probiotics with yogurt?
Yeah, there's probiotics in yogurt. Yeah.
But there's like extra stuff you're taking, like.
You can take the powder and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. There are billions and billions and billions, hundreds of billions of
Active culture.
Yeah. Well, they're spores. They're just waiting to wake up.
Yeah.
And they wake up as soon as they get into their favorite environment, their home.
Do they sell that stuff over at the Westside Food Co-op?
Probably.
Probiotics?
Probably.
Mm.
Yeah.
I want to try to
Billions.
stop by there and check that out.
I pray to mine.
Yeah, I know.
I
you do.
pray
Your
to
little
my
minions
minions.
in your
Yeah.
gut
Okay.
minions.
Check this out. Just hear me out. I talk about this I think once a year.
You are God to them.
I am. Okay. So here we have 500 trillion of these tiny little bacteria, and they release chemicals and hormones that communicate to our brains. It's very, very, very basic, very, simple chemicals. And our mood and our state of mind, oopsie.
It's time for a commercial break. We'll hear all about this when we get back.
Dance Only Dance and Scroll Metal and stuff.
Yeah.
Scroll Metal.
Dance Only Dance. Live TV dance party. First Friday of each month. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. TCTV Studio A. 440 Yager Way. Oh yeah.
Brand Interior Limited, the latest private member Bill Meadow album, 2014. Featuring the song Just Because.
I'll talk about it. It's pretty hilarious.
See anything in the street today? Yeah.
It was so random.
Private
so
memory.
Unexpected.
I should talk about the nose.
Double back. Somber Dream.
It's a commercial break. Hold on for a minute.
Nickel and
Okay.
Dime. Private memories from Bill Meadow, available at these fine retailers.
Coming up tomorrow on the program.
Your daily hour with
Yeah. Hey, it's the commercial. We're here with Sam.
Totally.
We talk about C Week. We
Talk-
talk about that controversial race issue at SBSCC.
Mm-hmm. White privilege exists.
We call a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
We're on every night 11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22. Check it out.
Who's on the program today?
Luke and Dan and Duckhugger.
Alpha Duckhugger. Hello.
Luke and Dan and Duckhugger.
Yeah.
Dan.
Monday,
Bennet?
Dan.
Oh yeah, it's Monday. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Okay, just tell me when I need to shut up.
Oh, why are you
you doing,
intoxicated, Lewis? You sound. Is that what you're calling?
What?
Are you drunk?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I can hear. I can
How you
hear
doing,
it.
Lewis?
Wait, Lewis, didn't you move out of
I
town or
haven't
something?
seen you in
did,
like,
yeah.
what, 6 months or something. I think you came to town like 6 months ago or something.
Yeah.
We're getting. This is what they call a drunk dial right now.
Nice.
Oh, is that what this is?
I think we got
Girl style, you said?
It's a drunk dial. Yeah.
Drunk dial.
Drunk dial. Oh, drunk dial. I think it's a girl style.
Yeah, well, you get drunk and then you like, you're like, I haven't talked to this person in a long time. But
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been 6 months since I've been on the program. It's been a long time though.
yeah,
Yeah.
since you were here in November, somewhere during February. That's like 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah, that was what's today? It's March now.
Oh, I bet.
November.
Are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day? That was last week for the viewers, but it's today for us.
Yeah, today. Well, technically. Well, I don't know. I think for you it's St. Patrick's Day. For me,
is,
it's
yeah.
already the 18th of March.
Oh yeah. Well, if you stay awake, I still consider it the same day. I don't like to do the whole like switch over to the next day
Yeah.
thing.
Well, guess what? I'm eating
7 a.m.
SpongeBob mac and cheese.
Fun spot.
SpongeBob?
SpongeBob
okay.
SquarePants.
SpongeBob
I mean, macaroni and cheese noodles that are shaped like characters from the cartoon program SpongeBob
Oh.
SquarePants.
That's fun.
I'm ready.
How's that? Did you? Well, you know what? Actually, those things, they were always kind of weird, textured. You know, I mean, they look cool and everything, but they were kind of always like they never cooked the same like uniformly because they're all different shapes and stuff. There was like different amount of noodles in there, so every time you cooked it, it would not be the same. And I did never like that. And I always like people are like buying them for fun. Even I think this is only when I was a little kid, and I was always like, these are bad. And I was telling my friends they're bad, and I think, and they're like, I like cartoons.
Some are overcooked and some are undercooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's like a square noodle instead of a round noodle.
Yeah, and if they were all the same character, I think it would be okay. But it's just that they're all different, and so that they don't cook uniformly.
Yeah. I think it's. Oh, I mean, I think even if they were all the same character, it's like a lot bigger amount of noodle than a normal mac and cheese noodle would be.
Yeah.
I think the problem with mac and cheese too is oftentimes people.
I think you just have to cook it for longer, so they're all definitely cooked.
What's the thing is that after you cook it, a lot of people like they'll cook it and then right away they'll eat it after mixing in the cheese. But you actually really need to like let it simmer for like another half an hour, just like without the with the cheese in, and it soaks in and it gets nice. And
it gets more coagulated.
Well, it just gets more easen and more.
Simmer with the cheese? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you cook it up and you get it all wet and all that stuff like that, like thing. And then when you put in the cheese and you stir it up, cover it, and you like leave it on really low heat for like about a half an hour.
Whoa.
And then you come back and then it's like, it's become more evenly soft.
Well, the cheese has worked its way into the
no, it's soaked in.
itself.
So it's not just like this like weird coagulation of like water and
I'm
cheese.
satisfied with what I'm eating right now.
Yeah.
I think part of the appeal, especially Kraft mac and cheese, is the quickness factor.
Not too much people are eating it for the quality. Yeah.
I like weenies in mine.
I just remember getting mac and cheese when I was a kid, where like people would like just like they'd dump the cheese right in, and so it'd just be like this like water and cheese and noodles, and I'd be like, no
milk and butter and stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean I mean like milk, but it's just like this really watery. It'd just be like this is really watery. Like it's like no, you need to let it sit and let that cheese soak in.
Yeah, honestly, well, I only got it because it was on sale at my local grocery store. So it's the same price as the normal ones, and I am a sucker for novelty.
It's usually more expensive.
Me too. It's like, ooh, that's different. It's not better. It's
usually the SpongeBob costs more.
It's more fun.
What?
Usually the SpongeBob costs more than regular, huh?
Usually, but it was on sale, so it was the same price.
What?
Yeah.
Usually, I think I'm not paying 30 cents more for SpongeBob. If it's the same, why not?
Yeah, because the straight up Kraft mac and cheese has been the same for years and years, and it's the basic same thing. But you get the novelty ones with, different characters and different shapes and wheels and shells and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they're going to charge you more for that. Yeah.
It's C week this week, Lewis.
Sea week.
Sea, like the
letter.
No, like the ocean.
Sea or the body of water.
Like the body of water, or not even the body of water. But I think the word sea. I decided instead of just like the body of water, it's more of like I think if it was Ocean Week, it would be about the body of water. It's more about maybe nautical or under like.
Okay.
Like
it's not S-E-E.
The mystical sea is kind of what I'm seeing as the week. Not just like
the whole man.
Like what's in the sea? Like in the bottom. Like the really deep parts of the sea. How much? What percent of the sea has been like
the mermaid parts? Has
been
explored.
Explored. Yeah. Isn't there like some huge amount of the sea that has not been explored?
Not much. They only discovered the volcanic vents like 30 years ago.
What's the border or the baseball? What do you call it? Ballpark percentage of how much they think that the ocean is unexplored? Like percentage,
70.
I don't know that. You should ask
unexplored?
He's the
guy.
Easily, it's probably more than that.
I mean, they can go up into space, but they can't.
Well, no. To explore the sea, you can use radar or sonar and get a topographical map. Right, and so you have this shapes. You have the shapes, but to really explore it, you got to take a sub with a dude or a dudess with a little thing and a camera and check it out visually.
Okay, they can't send robots down there?
Well, they can, but there's the majority of the Earth is underwater.
Yeah.
And you gotta like.
But we've gone out into the solar system. Like aren't they out of the solar system?
Well, Mars and Venus are the only planets that we've actually landed on. So
yeah, but they've traveled.
Explored.
They've traveled out into the past the solar system. How can they have traveled all the way?
They flew by and took pictures because it's easier.
It's easier than going to the ocean.
Yeah.
That's why
There's pressure down
'cause,
there. It'll crush the things.
Yeah,
that they send
you
down
build
there.
you build a thing and you stick a rocket on the back end and shoot it up there and point it in the right direction and have little steering jets to make sure that you're going to end up in the right place. And that's all you have to do. The ocean, you've got currents and you've got varying degrees of pressure. You've got a person inside it, and so you've got to worry about their environmental conditions. You have to have fuel, communications, all kinds of equipment that needs to work properly.
But how come they can't have like a really strong
they can send robots,
robot thing?
but the little robot can only explore a small area at a time.
Dice.
Right?
Dice.
But how come it just hasn't? They just don't send it straight down. Just go to like
do it this time.
Can't they just go to the deepest part of the thing they can find just to check it out, like with the robot one time? I don't know why they haven't done that. I guess.
Wait, what's going on?
I'm trying to get the camera working. Lewis, you still there?
Yeah.
You want a number?
What? Oh, 5.
Hold on. I gotta get.
I don't think anybody else picked 5 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 is unique.
I haven't been rolled yet either.
What's that sound? Did the computer
Oh, Luke,
turn
you're
on?
like the super winner today.
That's the
There's sound.
Oh,
It
Luke,
sounded like
yeah.
the computer turned on.
Luke got like all those 2s.
Luke is good at the dice game somehow.
I won that. I won that
He's
special,
good at randomness.
I won
He's
that
good at random
special
chance.
game that Freddie was playing, Hot Dice.
Hot Dice, yeah.
That night too.
Luke, you should. Have you?
Hot Dice.
Have you ever?
Hot Dice is a great game.
Have you ever tried to play craps before, Luke?
No, I haven't.
You might.
I never have. I have played Hot Dice though.
Yeah, I
Hot
play
Dice is also called it Sparkle sometimes.
How do you play Hot Dice?
So why don't we use this dice?
Oh, we could.
It's too complicated to explain over the. You just have to do it.
Yeah, just gotta
and
play
then
it.
explain it. Wait, did I win? Did I win the dice game?
No. Luke won. You lost.
You lost.
Oh.
Last dice game though?
Yeah, that was the final dice game. Yeah.
Oh wait, we did get a.
How many points did I get though?
You got 500 points.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It wasn't enough.
Was it on the roll that just happened, or was it on a previous roll?
Previous. I think it was roll number.
No, it was on that roll because
It was?
because before it was a 2 and a 3. There's a 6 and there's a 2 and a 3.
It was on this roll. Okay.
And on this roll there was a 5 and there was 2 2s, but there's 3 2s altogether, so that's why.
Yeah, I think really the secret to being good at the dice game is frequency, because I used to come on once a week, so
it feels like Luke wins more than
you
I
go
do
on
even.
more than other people, then it'll seem like you're doing better because you'll score more often.
I think Luke has won almost every time he's been here for the past like a while. I can't remember the last time you didn't win. Really. Do you know, Luke? You won like every time?
I remember there was one time I didn't, and it was interesting.
I think it was like, whoa, Luke didn't win. I think it was that big of a deal when you didn't win.
Deal out of not winning.
Yeah.
Were you wearing the hat? Maybe it's the hat.
I don't know.
We gotta think of like extraneous things.
I think it was like one of the studio
like Puffy
episodes or
Jacket.
something.
Is it Puffy Jacket's fault?
The TCTV studio episodes, Friday night ones.
I think you should try craps. I never even played craps. I don't know how it works at all, but
yeah,
maybe you should try it out.
Luke, what pair of socks are you wearing? Was it the socks?
Yeah, I feel like craps is more about probability.
Yeah,
than
he's
the
wearing
dice game is.
the
The dice game is like
dice
it's pretty
socks.
much it's like so basic that it's pretty random.
Mm. What's happening in what year? Minnesota or where are you?
I'm in Wisconsin.
Did you see? Were there a lot of Irish people on the streets and stuff?
There's a lot of people wearing green. There actually is an Irish pub pretty close to my work. I didn't go to it today. I have gone to it other times. I did go to this other pub called Jenna's and to watch a skate video tonight. Actually, it was funny. I was walking in front of the Irish pub yesterday because it was like everyone wants to have the celebration on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like some guy stopped in front of the Irish pub and looked at it and said, "This is the place." And it was pretty funny. So I was walking by with some other people, and they're like, kind of laughing at this guy who said, "Oh, also yesterday there was a parade, and there was an Elvis impersonator in the parade, and me and my friends were eating at this restaurant, like breakfast restaurant, and it was really crowded. And before he was in the parade, the Elvis impersonator came into the restaurant and tried to get food, and then left. And then when we were walking out, we saw him on a float in the parade singing Elvis songs.
You're like, why is that guy dressed like Elvis?
Yeah, it was Las Vegas era Elvis.
What else?
So, I don't know.
That's like the most traditional Elvis impersonator style Elvis, I think. Like you have to do that. If
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna be
think
an
so.
impersonator, you can't just go on with like his like regular look. You got to do that whole crazy glam.
What color was his costume?
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, I mean, even I don't know. I think of Elvis. I think I like Elvis's '50s music the best because in the '50s he did have the gold lame suit, which is pretty flashy in itself, but it's not a jumpsuit with a big collar and big sunglasses.
Yeah, I think that's the one everybody thinks of when you think of Elvis. But I think his music was probably more popular back then than, his jackets. I think probably what he actually is more famous for at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thanks, Lewis. You have anything else you want to say today?
I want to come back to Olympia, but I don't know when it will actually be possible.
To visit?
To visit, maybe to live. I don't know.
Yeah, everybody comes back.
Come around May
Yeah.
25th.
I'm kind of embroiled in something that I have to see it out. But if it doesn't work out, then I'll probably come back.
Oh, what is it? You want to tell us about it, or is it?
Yeah. Well, it's the place that I work. Me and my coworkers are trying to buy it.
Whoa.
And so I might become co-owner of a business. And if I do that, I kind of have to stay. But if it doesn't work out, then I'm probably gonna leave.
That sounds awesome.
It's hard to tell if it's going to work out or not. Sometimes it seems like it is, and sometimes it seems like it isn't.
All right. Well, thanks, Lewis. Have a good time, and hopefully, I don't get appendicitis. It's kind of an inside thing for you, but after drinking, because you might mistake it for a hangover.
But yeah, actually, I have to open my work tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be hungover. I haven't had that much to drink.
All right. Thank you.
I spaced it out enough. All right.
Bye.
Yeah, talk to you later. Bye.
There he goes.
Okay, motorboat. Well, I'll talk about my minions.
Oh, yeah.
All I wanted to say is that I am their home. I am their universe. All that they know.
We're going to call Sam, too, so, yeah.
That's all that I'm their universe. I am their God. Not the God. Just a little God. Little tiny God. Little tin God.
Maybe we're all living in the colon of a giant thing.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went and did a benefit concert. I ran the bar, and after the benefit was over, there was leftover alcohol. I got pretty drunk. And so I'm taking the bus home, and I sit down on the bus. I sit right down there, and I look over, and my glasses it was all rainy, and my glasses were foggy, and I couldn't see nothing. And I look over at this girl, and I'm like, hi. And she reaches out, and she takes my glasses, and she starts drying them off on her shirt. And I'm like, oh, thank you. She just pulled them off my face and started drying them, looks up, checks them, dries them off some more, and then puts them back on my face. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I can see you now. Hi, how are you doing? What's your name? And she's like, oh, I'm Tiffany. And I said, oh, hi, how you doing? And blah, blah, blah. And we just kind of talked the whole way. And our bus stop came up. She happened to be getting off at the same one. And I'm like, hey, I'm getting off on this one too. And she's like, yeah, I live over on Avalon Point over there. And I'm like, oh, me too, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'll walk you to your door. And she said, okay. And we got to her door. And then she said, you can motorboat me if you want.
Whoa.
I'm like, what's that? And she's like, you put your face in between my boobs and you go, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, okay. So I go, blah, 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 blah.
Hey, thanks. Well, thanks for being here.
And then she gave me a hug. And
what a crazy story.
It was nice. And
thanks, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and the internet.
It was great.
Thanks for being on the program today. Thanks,
thank you, everyone.
Freddie and the crew.
I'm on there.
Yeah, you guys are on the crew there. Duckhugger, TCTV, thank you. TheBaby.com, check it out. Psycho Feeling, Jordan E, fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA, thank you.
Capitol building.
Viewers, it's you, you're
America
watching, thanks.
flags.
Hell yeah, dog.
It's a dog.
Bye-bye.
Okay.